image, which hand will be appeared as raised?
Sir, can you say the question?
My question is that this is a person, and this is the image of the person formed in a plane mirror. So in the plane mirror, which hand of the person will be raised? Which hand of the person will appear to be raised? Say he has raised his right hand. Actually में इसने अपने right hand को raise किया, but in the image it will appear as if he has risen his
Left hand.
left hand. Getting it now? So that is the thing. Okay, that was about lateral inversion. All right now. Also, there were a few other things we discussed in the class, right? Do tell me the image formed by a pinhole camera. What were the properties of the image formed by a pinhole camera? Now, which option is correct for the image formed by a pinhole camera? Yes, a pinhole camera.
B.
By the help of a pinhole camera, you will get a big and upright image, huh? Or will it be a small and inverted image, Abu? Look,
Sir, but
you're
then
not
the
reading.
picture won't be small.
Pic-
It would be big.
Picture obtained on the screen of a pinhole camera. It's a comparatively very smaller image now. See over here. See, you had this pinhole camera like this. Okay, say this is a hole in it, and say this is a huge tree. And the light rays are entering into the pinhole camera from this, right? And then on this screen, I'm getting to see an inverted and small image of the trees form. Getting it now? So is the image of the tree smaller or bigger here? Obviously, a small image was obtained now. Yeah. If you were to look at the diagrams of the pinhole camera given in your book as well, and as we discussed in the class as well, the image size was very small, and also it was inverted now. Hmm? It is inverted. Hope you are getting this thing. Hello. Yes, Subbu. Is this clear or not?
Yes, sir.
So explain to me. Well, how does a pinhole camera function? What were the properties of the image formed by a pinhole camera? Answer this only, then we'll be moving ahead then.
Uh, Pinhole. Sir, I should say that like how to make a pinhole camera or how it functions.
How does it basically function?
Uh, so what happens is that like when we take the box and like uh, put a pin mark uh, on the box and see through it, like what the like whatever the tree, like for example there is a tree, you can see it inverted.
Okay. So you have got a light proof box here, right? हमारे पास क्या है? हमारे पास एक light proof box है. Okay. Why we say it light proof box? because light could not enter into the box from any source other than the hole in which we have created here. Right now, light सिर्फ इसमें वहां से एंटर करेगी जहां से हम चाहते हैं. For example, you have made a hole here right now. So you have made a hole here, and from this hole, light is made to enter in it right now. Well, light cannot enter from any other portion in this box. So light will be coming from, say, for example, a tree. Okay, so the tree is a very like taller object, right? The image of the tree obtained in this pinhole camera, it is inverted, right? This is the screen on which the image is formed right now, and that is inverted now. So basically, we get to see that when light source is coming from an object and it passes through a tiny hole in a wooden box that is light proof, so we obtain a small and inverted image of the given object right now. This is how a pinhole camera functions, right? Do you know who was the person who basically explained the functionality of a pinhole camera? Yeah. Do you know who? He was an Arab. Do you know who basically explained the functionality of a pinhole camera? He was an Arab scientist. Okay. Okay. So do research about the person who basically discussed, who basically discovered the phenomena of this light pinhole camera. Okay, now I would be asking about you. What was the name of that Arab? Okay. Apart from that, there was few other things which we also discussed in the class. We did talk about different type of mirrors. Can you name the 3 different types of mirror? Yes. We did talk about different type of mirrors. What were they? Hello. Yeah. What were the different types of mirrors, Abu, we discussed in the class? Like the one very common was the plane mirror camera, no?
Yeah.
Sorry, plane mirror, no? Other two were?
Sir, the plane mirror, the convex mirror and concave mirror.
Very good. So those were the convex mirror and the concave mirror, right? Okay, if I were to draw the diagram of the curved mirrors, will you be able to distinguish between them? Okay, now, see,
Sir.
okay. Do tell me, out of the two, which one is convex and which one is concave mirror? Hmm. By the way, this shaded portion, it represents the back portion of the mirror, back side of the mirror, okay? These are the back side of the mirror. So this is the front portion of the mirror. Getting it? Okay. This is the front portion of the mirror. Right now, on which the light rays are actually falling. ये क्या है? Front portion है mirror का. Right? हाँ. Which one is concave and which one is convex?
The first one is concave mirror and the second one is convex.
No. You have reversed the definition. You have reversed the names of the mirror. See, what we discussed, that the reflecting surface of a convex mirror is bulging outward like this. ये बाहर की तरफ bulge कर रहा है ना? It is bulging outwards, right? While in the case of a concave mirror, the second one, the reflecting surface is bulging inward. ये अंदर की तरफ bulge कर रहा है. So the first one was a convex mirror. Okay now. तो कॉन्वेक्स मिरर जब हम देखेंगे ये बाहर की तरफ उभरा हुआ होता है. इट इज लाइक दिस. ओके, इट इज लाइक दिस. while the concave mirror is bent inward like this.
बिलीव करते हैं कि एक्सरसाइज आराम से की
Getting it or not?
जाती है, वो एक स्लो वॉक पे निकल जाते हैं, लेकिन हर 2-3 महीने बाद मेरे अब्बू को पता नहीं क्या होता है, वो ज्यादा ही इंटेंस वॉकिंग करना शुरू करते हैं.
Abu, there's some background noise from your side. Is there something that is playing? Yeah, turn that off.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So is the difference clear about the convex and the concave?
Yeah.
So you do one thing. You draw the diagram of a concave and convex mirror in your copy and send that image to the counselor right now in the class. Okay. You have the phone with you. You have the number of the counselor.
Yeah.
So just make a drawing like I have made here of the convex and the concave mirror and simply send it to the counselor. Okay. All right. I hope that won't be a very difficult thing to do. Okay. Shall we move ahead then?
Wait,
Yeah.
sir. I am making the.
Okay. Like you can be making it while we are having discussion. I will be speaking. Okay. You just keep on drawing it.
Sir,
Okay.
then I cannot speak.
Okay. 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 Just take your time and then complete it. Okay. Hmm. Yeah, do let me know once you are done. Okay. Hmm. Hmm. Yes, Abu. Done. It just has to be a rough diagram. Okay, now it has to be just a rough diagram. So I just need to you just have to draw a simple representation of the two mirrors. Okay, where you have to show which one is the back side, which one is the front side. Like the shaded ones are the back side of the mirror. जैसे हम प्लेन मिरर देखते हैं तो बैक साइड जो होती है प्लेन मिरर की उसे हम शेडेड लाइंस उसे हम शेड से रिप्रेजेंट करते हैं लाइक दिस. ओके ना. Also, what is going on in the school right now? These days, which chapter is being discussed? Yes, Subbu, these days, which chapter is going on in your school?
They're the
Hello.
same chapter.
Same
Right.
chapters. Okay. In today's class, this is the chapter we are going to begin. Electricity and the circuits. Okay. So
Sir, but we have already
uh,
studied water.
we haven't.
We have already started water.
Okay. So the chapter water has already been started.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Previous to water, lights was going on.
Yeah.
Okay. 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 How about we complete this chapter electricity and circuits first? Then we will be covering the chapter water as well. Okay. As compared to
Yeah.
electricity and circuits ना अबू water is a smaller chapter. Okay, वो बहुत ही छोटा सा chapter है. It will be completed in like just 2 classes. Okay. There's few factual things related to water where you will be studying like what are the sources of yeah, what are the different sources of water, how much of fresh water is there in the earth, like 71% of the earth's surface is covered with water, right? Out of that 71% of water, not all of water is fit for consumption, right? Because 99% of the water is found in the oceans, in the seas, right? And they are saline in nature. So those things you will be studying in that chapter. Then you will be seeing that fresh water exists in the form of ice caps, in the form of glaciers, right now. So those are inaccessible water to the human beings, right? So the accessible water to the human beings are what? The water of the ponds, rivers, lakes, or the underground water. So those are the general things which you will be studying in that chapter. What are the different sources of water pollution, right? How to conserve water. So it's a general thing that will be studied. When we will be going there, we will be studying that chapter as well. So is it okay if you start with this chapter electricity and circuits, or if you want, we can begin with the chapter water as well.
It is okay.
It is okay. Okay then. So let's start the chapter. I hope you have already drawn the diagram of concave and concave mirror, concave and
Yeah.
convex mirror. Have you? Okay, good.
Yeah.
Then send it to the counselor. You have sent it, no? You sent
Yeah.
it 2 minutes before. I just got the message. Let me check it. Hmm. Hmm. Very good. Very good. So that is the diagram of the 2 minute. Very good. So let's start the class. So the chapter name is electricity and circuits. This is the chapter which we are going to start today. So electricity is basically what? Uh, how do we define electricity, Ahmed? Electricity is what? I would like to know from you. Electricity basically क्या है? Like by the help of electricity, we are able to run a variety of appliances like the fans, a refrigerator. Yeah, right now there are different electrical appliances that are running on electricity. But the question is, what is electricity? Yeah. Hello. Yes, Abu. You there in
It
the
is
class?
energy.
Hmm. It is an energy. Very good. The first point has to say it is a form of energy. Very good. Second thing we get to see that this electricity, okay, where do we see it? Like electricity, we see that it flows in the wires now. Wires में flow करता है, yeah. तो wires में electricity flow करता है. So basically, when I say this flow of electricity, so this flow basically refers to what? This flow refers to the flow of charges, right? Charges, it means charged particles. We're talking about charged particles here. Okay. Hold on for a minute. So the electricity that is reaching at our houses, okay, it basically comprises of flow of some particles, right? जैसे हम पढ़ते हैं, just like we study the wind currents, yeah. We do talk about wind currents now. Wind currents, or we do study about water currents. Okay, wind currents या फिर हम air currents कहते हैं. So in the case of air current or wind current क्या होता है? Air blows from one region to another, right? Basically, air moves from one place to another now, right? So इसमें क्या होता है? Air के particles move करते हैं. Getting it or not? The particles of the air basically moves in that. Okay. If you were to talk about current form in the water, there is movement of water molecules now. Water molecules की movement होती है एक जगह से दूसरी जगह. The question is how? See, look here. हमने पढ़ा है in the example of land breeze and sea breeze. This is a water body, let's say, and this is the land over here. ये क्या है? Land mass है. This is the land surface. Yes, Abu. You there, right? So during the daytime, now what happens? Sunlights are falling on the water body, right? Water body के ऊपर भी air molecules हैं, and there are air molecules above the land also. Yeah, I am here trying to explain the concept of electricity, but before that, there are few concepts. If you understand that, then understanding the concept of electricity will also become very easy. See, the air molecules that are above the water body and the air molecules that are above the land. हमें पता है, land heats up faster than the water body. Yes, Sabu. Hello. Yes, Sabu. Are you there in the class?
Yes, sir.
हमें पता है, पहला फैक्ट ये है कि land heats faster. So air molecules above the land has become warmer. ये ज़्यादा warm हो गए हैं, right? So thereby they will start to rise up, right? क्योंकि हमें पता है जब air molecules को हम heat करते हैं, ये क्या होती है? It becomes lighter. की डेंसिटी कम हो जाती है. Now they start to rise up. Getting it now. But as compared to the air molecules above the land surface, air molecules of water body के ऊपर है, they are still cooler. वो अभी भी cooler है, right ना? Okay. So ये evaporate नहीं कर रही है, ऊपर rise up नहीं कर रही है. Now understand the main concept involved in all this. What happens now? Air molecules जो rise कर रही हैं land surface की तरफ से. Understand this thing. The air molecules that will be rising from here, what will happen now? It will create a vacuum. यहाँ क्या होता है? Yes, sir. यहाँ पर क्या हो रहा है? Empty space create हो रहा है. Empty space is being created here. So in order to acquire that empty space, the air molecules from the water side rushes towards the land surface in order to acquire that empty space. So in all this, what is happening? इसमें क्या हो रहा है? Continuous evaporation हो रही है. Like continuously, the air molecules above the land surface, they are rising up, and the air molecules rises above the water. It is moving towards the land surface, and the cycle continues like this. Are you getting this thing or not? First, tell me this thing. Yes, Abu. Hello.
Yes, sir.
So what did you understood from this? Summarize this to me.
Hmm. What happens is that the sun's uh, the heat of the sun it gets cool
Continue, no issue.
It gets heated, then like the water body
It starts to rise up.
yeah, and so like it is basically at the place of the sea and the lakes, and then it's it starts to rise up, and
Then
there a empty space is been
so the air molecules from the water side will rush to acquire that empty space, right?
yeah.
Okay. So यहाँ पर क्या हो रहा है? एक एयर करंट्स का फॉर्मेशन हो रहा है. What do we call this? We see कि यहाँ पर एयर करंट्स की फॉर्मेशन हो रही है. Okay. So in the heat chapter, we study that इसे हम convection current कहते हैं. We call this as convection current. So due to the temperature differences, there is movement of particles from one portion to the another portion, right? So इसे हम क्या कहते हैं? Convection current कहते हैं. Getting it or not?
Yeah.
The flow of air molecules, movement of air molecules, or the movement of, it could be in the case of when you will study about convection currents and liquid, there you will be see that molecules of water will also be moving. First of all, हम यहाँ पे air current की बात कर रहे हैं. So in air current, we get to see that convection current starts to develop where there's a movement of particles of air from one place to another due to the temperature difference. यहाँ पर temperature difference है. See, here the temperature is lesser, here the temperature is more. So due to that, the particles are moving from one place to another. So that is called as air current. Similarly, जब हम water bodies पढ़ते हैं, in the water bodies also what happens? Suppose you are heating water in a pan. हाँ, जब water को हम heat कर रहे हैं in a pan, so there what happens? See, pay close attention to this thing. This is very important here. See. These are the molecules of the water, right? Okay, ये water molecules हैं. Okay now. Yes. Hello. First of all, Abu, if you're not having any network issue, then please do turn your camera on in the class. So that I get to know like there's someone who's sitting in front of me. Okay, I get to visualize that so that the interaction could be proper. Okay now. Okay, anyways. So say the water molecules that are close to the flame here, they will start to heat up. ये क्या होंगे? हीट करना शुरू करेंगे. Now they will be going up now. So this particle will now go up, right? It will go up now, and as it reaches the surface, it again becomes cooler. अब वो surface से पहुंचने के बाद ठंडा हो गया, वापस से वो नीचे आएगा. Again it will become cooler, right? So यहाँ पर भी water molecules की movement हो रही है, इसलिए हम इसे कहते हैं water current, right? Or we call it as convection current in water. Convection current in water. Are you getting this or not? Yes, hello.
Yes, sir.
Did you got this concept or not? Honestly tell me.
No.
No. See, जब हम एक कंटेनर में वाटर को वार्म करते हैं, राइट, ये वाटर के मॉलिक्यूल्स हैं, लेट्स से, ठीक है, ये हमने इसे हीट किया है, वी आर हीटिंग इट. सो व्हाट हैपेंस नाउ? दिस मॉलिक्यूल विल बी हीटेड अप. अब ये हीट होगा क्योंकि इसे हीट मिल रही है फ्लेम से, राइट? सो जब इसे हम हीट करेंगे, इट विल स्टार्ट टू राइज. ओके, अब ये वाटर लेट्स से कि यहाँ तक फिल्ड है, यहाँ पर कॉम्परेटिवली क्या होगा? वाटर कूलर होगा ना, क्योंकि ये डायरेक्ट कांटेक्ट में नहीं है हीट से. द above water molecules, the water molecules that are here, they are not in direct contact with the heat. Getting it or not? So it will now be cooled down. As soon as the water molecule reaches the surface, it will again be cooled down, now fall back. वो वापस नीचे आएगी. Getting it or not? Yes, Abu?
Yes.
Again it will be heated up, again it will rise, and then again it will fall down, right? Again it will rise up, again it will fall. Like this, there's a convection current develop in the water also. वाटर में भी क्या होता है? एक करंट डेवलप होता है जिसे हम कन्वेक्शन करंट कहते हैं. ओके, सो वेयर वाटर मॉलिक्यूल्स वर मूविंग, या वाटर मॉलिक्यूल्स की मूवमेंट हो रही थी. आर यू गेटिंग दिस थिंग or not? Is it clear now or not?
Yeah.
So explain to me what just happened while you were boiling this water in the um, in a container like this, or in a utensil like this.
And I understood that like when we like
जब हम बॉईल
heat,
करते हैं, तब क्या होता है? हम देखते हैं कि वाटर लुक्स लाइक दिस.
yeah,
This is how water looks like in a container when you boil it. ऐसा
yeah,
क्यों हो रहा है? Because the particles of the water, or the water molecules, are moving upward and then falling down, moving up and then back to down like this. Okay, so basically यहाँ पर क्या हो रहा है? Movement हो रहा है water molecules का. The movement of water molecules are taking place here. Okay ना? So that is called as convection current in liquids. The previous one was convection current in air, right? Or is that correct or not? Not correct. Did you got this or not? Also, यहाँ पर हमने देखा one more thing which we saw here. There was a thing of temperature difference also here. यहाँ पर water की जो temperature है, high temperature मिल रही है water को, right? Getting it up. While here the temperature is low. यहाँ पर temperature difference भी हमें देखने को मिलता है. Getting it or not? We get to see the temperature difference as well. Okay ना? Yes, Subbu, are you getting this thing or not? Hello? Yeah. Hello.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now let's get back to the concept, what I have been trying to explain to you now. See, same as you saw in the case of convection currents developing in water or in air, there were movement of the particles, there were movement of the air molecules, and there were movement of the water molecules. Same in the case of electricity. In the case of electricity also, there is flow of particles in the wire. जब हम वायर में स्टडी करते हैं तो यहाँ पे फ्लो हो रहा है किसका, पार्टिकल्स का, and those particles are called as electrons. What do we call them as? Repeat after me. We call them as electrons. Right now, getting this thing or not? Hello. Make a small bracket in your copy and note this important thing down. That in an atom, you get to see that there are several subatomic particles in an atom. Atom हमें पता है, it is the smallest particle of a substance, right? कोई भी substance हमारे पास, उसके smallest particle को हम atom कहते हैं. In an atom there are several other particles also found. For example, इसमें हमें इलेक्ट्रॉन मिलता है और हमें सेंटर में प्रोटॉन एंड न्यूट्रॉन मिलता है. आर यू गेटिंग दैट थिंग और नॉट? सो हम यहाँ पर किसकी बात करें, इलेक्ट्रॉन्स की बात कर रहे हैं. Yes, Abu, please do say something in the class. I would think like you're not getting the concept.
Yes, sir, I'm getting.
Very good. So just now I told you, atom is the smallest substance. Atom के अंदर हमें देखने को मिलता है, we have proton plus neutron. ये दोनों कहाँ लाई करते हैं? Proton and neutron are in the center. Okay. और एक और पार्टिकल होता है जिसे हम कहते हैं इलेक्ट्रॉन, राइट? इलेक्ट्रॉन के ऊपर माइनस चार्ज होता है, तो इसे हम नेगेटिवली चार्ज कहते हैं. ओके ना? तो दीज आर नेगेटिवली चार्ज्ड. सो इलेक्ट्रॉन्स क्या होते हैं? इनके पास नेगेटिव चार्ज होता है. सो कैन आई नाउ से दैट इलेक्ट्रिसिटी इज द फ्लो ऑफ चार्जेस? या can I now say that electricity is the flow of charges or charged particles? That is, we are talking about electron. Yeah. And ये charge क्या एक proper medium में move होगा. So electricity is the flow of charged particles through a proper medium. Through a proper medium. Are you getting this thing or not? Please do let me know. Hello. Is the concept clear or not? Like, I can't hear you. Yes, Abu.
Sir, sometimes my internet is saying, yeah, it's like showing that your internet is not stable.
Okay. Your internet connection is not stable, thereby you are having trouble. So, are you using mobile network to connect the class? Do you connect the meeting with the mobile network or do you connect the meeting with the Wi-Fi network? Hello.
Yes, sir.
I'm saying that, do you connect with the class? Do you connect the class using your mobile network, or is it the Wi-Fi network you are using?
Wi-Fi.
Wi-Fi. Okay, please ask your operator to get the Wi-Fi fixed. Okay, because I suppose you are having some issues with the Wi-Fi network. Okay, and like it has been happening repeatedly, Abu. इससे क्या होता है ना, the communication is not fluent in the class, right now. Thereby, I sometimes also not feel like the class is going smoothly, right now. So that we are able to ensure that the class goes very smoothly. Okay, you answer the questions frequently, so that the class is smooth and we get to cover lots of things in the class. ऐसे क्या होता है ना, I also feel like you are participating in the class due to the network issue. Anyways, I hope it will be fixed very soon. Now, so here I'm saying that electricity is the flow of charged particles, that is electrons, electron, through a proper medium, commonly via the wires. No, electricity is the flow of electron particles, commonly via the wires. Getting it or not? So, as I was telling you that electricity is nothing but the flow of particles in a particular direction as well, right? जैसे हम बात करते हैं कि एयर करंट की मूवमेंट होती है पार्टिकुलर डायरेक्शन में, राइट? एयर करंट्स में हम बेसिकली बात कर रहे थे लैंड ब्रीज एंड सी ब्रीज की, राइट? फॉर एग्जांपल, during the daytime, what happens? Air molecules from the water body side moves towards the land side. यहाँ पर एक प्रॉपर डायरेक्शन में मूवमेंट हो रही है, राइट? While in the night, opposite happens. नाइट में उल्टा होता है. During the night time, air molecules moves from the land side towards the water body, right? Now, same is the case with the water currents as well. वाटर करंट में भी वाटर मॉलिक्यूल्स की मूवमेंट एक पार्टिकुलर डायरेक्शन में होती है, राइट? सो सेम इज द केस विद द करंट आल्सो. करंट भी एक फिक्स डायरेक्शन में मूव करती है, राइट? हैज इट एवर हैपेंड लाइक फ्रॉम द मेन पावर सप्लाई, इलेक्ट्रिसिटी आपकी आ रही थी वायर से इस डायरेक्शन में, सडनली इट टर्न बैक एंड देन रिटर्न बैक टू द पावर सप्लाई. हैज इट एवर हैपेंड लाइक दिस? Yes, obviously no. Getting it? So when particles flow in an electric circuit to produce electricity, then it is called an electric current. जब particles की flow होगी एक सर्किट के अंदर, जिससे इलेक्ट्रिसिटी की फॉर्मेशन होती है, उसे हम इलेक्ट्रिक करंट कहते हैं. कैरी कितना? सो इलेक्ट्रिक करंट इज सिंपली व्हाट? द फ्लो ऑफ इलेक्ट्रिक चार्जेस. यानी कि चार्जेस में बात कर रहा हूँ किसकी? चार्ज पार्टिकल्स की. I'm talking about charge particle, and the charge particle is none other than the electron. Right now, and the name of the chapter is what? Electricity and circuits. Right. So electricity के concept को हमने जाना that electricity is the flow of charge particles, that is electron, through a proper medium, mainly via the wires. Right. अब हम बात करते हैं like there is a closed pathway in which electricity will be flowing. Yeah. For example, ये हमारा switch है. For example, this is a switch on off. Okay, this is a battery. This is a cell. Okay, now. And on the other side, you have connected a bulb to it. Okay, Abu. Now, if the circuit is open, like अगर हमने switch को off कर दिया है, will the electricity be flowing in it? Switch, if the switch is off? Obviously no. Right now. और जब हमने स्विच को क्या क्या है ऑन रखा है, when the switch is on, thereby the electricity will be flowing in it and hence the bulb will glow, right? So जब हमने स्विच को ऑन किया है, इसकी पाथवे क्या होती है, क्लोज्ड हो जाती है। ये दोनों वायर्स जो आपस में, इनके बीच में फ्लो करंट का इंश्योर होता है, ये आपस में कनेक्ट हो जाती है। जब हमने ऑफ किया ना, तो क्या होता है, इनके बीच का जो कनेक्शन है वो ब्रेक हो जाता है, इसलिए इलेक्ट्रिसिटी फ्लो नहीं कर पाती है वायर में। गेटिंग इट दिस थिंग और नॉट? सो अनदर इंपॉर्टेंट थिंग अबाउट द इलेक्ट्रिक करंट इज दैट ये हमेशा एक सर्किट में फ्लो करेगी। कैसे सर्किट? क्लोज्ड सर्किट में। सर्किट बेसिकली क्या है? सर्किट इज नथिंग बट द पाथवे इन विच द इलेक्ट्रिक करंट फ्लोज, right now. Do tell me if there is any confusion so far.
No.
So explain to me, what do you understand by electricity? तो इलेक्ट्रिक करंट हम कहते हैं या फिर इलेक्ट्रिसिटी कहते हैं? बोथ आर द सेम थिंग, ठीक है? whether you call it electric current or whether you call it electricity, okay, both the terms are used exchangeably. Explain to me, what did you understand from this?
Electricity is uh, it is an
Hmm? It is a
energy
Hmm.
and
It's the flow of
electric
it's the
current.
flow of Hmm. It's the flow of electrical charges now. Yeah, it is the flow of electrical charges, that is electrons, right, through a proper medium, right now, through a proper medium, as I told you here. Read this definition. Read it aloud.
Advantage of electricity, light
No,
in
no,
our
this one,
house.
this one here. The last paragraph, which I have written over here.
Electricity is the flow of charged particles, electrons, through a proper medium, commonly
Via the wires. Okay,
via the
via the wires. Okay, so different type of electrical appliances like the refrigerator, fan, okay, or different type of light bulbs, light in our houses, offices, roads, right? These are all due to the electricity, right? Whether you have to operate pumps, right now. So all those different electrical equipments require electricity in order to operate, right? So that is the thing about electricity, that it is nothing but the flow of electrical charges, namely electron, through a proper medium, right? और इलेक्ट्रिक करंट की इलेक्ट्रिसिटी कब फ्लो करेगी? जब सर्किट हमारी क्लोज्ड होगी, राइट? ओपन वायर्स में इलेक्ट्रिक करंट फ्लो नहीं करेगा। नोट दैट दिस थिंग इज नोट दिस थिंग डाउन। ये हमारी वायर है, हमने यहाँ पे स्विच कनेक्ट किया है। ये लेट्स से एक बैटरी है, दिस इज अ सेल, दिस इज स्विच, ओके। और ये हमारा बल्ब है. So this is the bulb here. So this is the bulb here. And say switch is off. Switch off है. So will the electricity be flowing? Obviously no. No flow of electricity. So what we understand from this now कि जब हमने स्विच को ऑफ किया है, it means कि ये जो वायर है हमारी, this wire, the connection between the wire has been stopped. If you ever were to open the switch now, आप जब स्विच को ओपन करेंगे, thereby you will be get to see that the mechanism is such that when you turn the switch on, the two wires are connected, वो connect हो जाती हैं. While when you turn it off, the wire's connection is lost, right? So for electric current, for the flow of electricity, you require a closed circuit. It means the switch has to be turned on और wire कहीं से broken नहीं होना चाहिए. So that is the thing. Hope you are getting these things. The condition required is that circuit
Yes.
should be closed,
Yeah.
right? Circuit basically क्या है? It is nothing but the pathway in which the electric current flows, right? So it could be wires, it could be made up of wires, switches, okay now, or it could be bulbs in it, or the batteries. That completely makes up a circuit. So when we'll be coming to the part circuit, we'll be discussing that also in detail. So we'll be stopping here. In the next class, we'll be talking